Good morning, welcome to Sew Let's Sew with Wendy. Today I'm going to do another make from the Christmas book. Now I understand that you haven't got this book and so you won't have these exact pictures of the garland that we're going to make, but this is just a general idea of how you would do it. So in this book she's made them up as tree ornaments, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a garland that I can pin up on the wall. So all you'll need to do is find some pictures on the internet that you like. So in this case we've got a bear, and there's various other ones here, and I've traced them onto freezer paper, and I'm going to be using craft felt. So it's not really good quality felt, it doesn't need to be, and so I'll pop a link below the video of where I got this from. I think I got it on Amazon, and it was a great big thick pack full of all different ones. I think, not sure, but I think there's about 25 to 30 sheets. Now what you need to remember is when you trace a bear, so let's say we'll do the bear, when you trace the bear you will need his body, you will need a separate one for his face, you'll need a separate tracing for his little jumper, and one for the little tree that's on the jumper, and oops, tiny one, another one for his snout. So I'll just go ahead and do that now and I'll come back to you. Right, so what I've done is I've traced the bear. Let me just get the picture of the bear again. It's here, and I've traced it in about 5 different sections. So we've got body, head, snout, jumper, and then tree. I've done this on 2 freezer paper. So what I need to do now is just roughly cut out the shapes, lay them onto my craft felt. I think I got this craft felt on Amazon, and it didn't cost a lot really. I think you get a packet of 25 different colours, and it wasn't very expensive. So I'll pop a link below this video. So all we need to do now is just give it a quick press. And I think I'll do is the little snout in the middle. I think I'll do that in the dark brown as well. So if I just roughly cut it out, and I'll just plonk it there. So I've cut out all my pieces now, so I'm just going to peel off the freezer paper. Now remember, you can reuse this freezer paper up to about 6 times. So I've got my bear. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tear the freezer paper off his face. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to position his face not quite matching up with what's there, and then I'm just going to do a little stitch around it. Now because felt doesn't fray, you don't really need to do a zigzag, so I'm just going to do a little straight stitch all the way around. Now I'm stitching in white, clearly you'd use a brown, so let me just I mean these would be really good for the children to make. Just do a little locking stitch, cut my thread, and that's his face on. So next I'm going to do his jumper, and then I'm going to do his little snout, and then his Christmas tree. So there we have our little bear. For the tree I've just run a stitch down there, and I wasn't really careful at putting it perfectly straight with everything, because at the end of the day these are representations of what you like. So my idea now, because it's all horrible on the back, I will cut another one of these out, and I'll just run a little zigzag stitch all the way around just to neaten it off, because obviously I'm going to be attaching it to make a garland, and you might see the back of it. And even if you were making tree decorations, which would be quite sweet, I think you'd really want to get rid of all the nasty stitching on the back. Right, so I've used the same template and cut a piece of backing out, still felt. Now, no matter how hard you try, you'll never get it perfectly spot on. You can see there are little bits here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a pin down his middle, and then I'll just retrim anywhere that I can see the backing, because we don't really want to see it. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you do. Cut into his ears, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a zigzag stitch, and I think I'm going to do quite a small one. So I'm going to do maybe 3 wide and 1.5 long, and we'll see how that goes. Now obviously I'm still doing it in white cotton, but you would do it in brown or black or something. So there he is, and he's got his backing. Now, these little shapes that you make out of felt are really good if you are making gifts for a new baby. You could just buy a nice fluffy white towel and then stitch this on. In fact, what I'm going to do is I've got a face cloth that I've got, and I'm going to stitch this on so we can get the idea of it. Right, so here's my face cloth, and I'm just going to put the little bear at a jaunty angle heading towards the corner. And all I'll do now is increase the size of my zigzag to 3 and 4.5, and then I'm just going to zigzag all the way around again. Thinking about it, if you were going to attach this to anything, you wouldn't need to do the backing. So there we are, we've now got a little face cloth with a bear on it. And obviously, if you were going to put it on a towel or a face cloth, you wouldn't be using this craft felt because I don't think it would wash really good. But if you use good quality cotton, quilter's cotton, then you could get away with it. And actually, if you did that on a you know, just a face cloth and then got yourself a little towel and did the similar motif, that would make a really lovely present for somebody. Anyway, just a quick video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more of these shapes and make the garland, and I'll show you what it looks like next time. Take care, everybody.